Kailyn Lowry has shared details about her tough twin delivery experience and the medical procedure she had to go through. The former Teen Mom 2 star welcomed her twins in November, according to a prior report from the U.S. Sun. However, Kailyn hadn't verified the information until recently. On Friday's episode of her barely famous podcast, Kailyn, 31, at last talked about the difficult birth with her baby daddy, Elijah Scott, 25. The couple talked about the difficult birth of their twins throughout the show, with Kailyn disclosing that they arrived earlier than expected. She stated, "I ended up delivering at 35 weeks, but she acknowledged that she had thought they would come 2 or 3 weeks sooner." In addition, Kailyn mentioned that she didn't like the dates her doctor had given her, so she canceled her planned C-section. Additionally, she was terrified the entire time and wasn't exactly excited about the prospect of having a C-section. "I've got a long list of, I shed a lot of tears, mostly because I'm terrified of needing a C-section," the former reality star remarked. "I was terrified because I didn't love the idea, but I knew I had to do it because the baby was breached." Kailyn was terrified that her newborns wouldn't breathe, which made the terrifying experience even more intense. Kailyn was unable to view the twins for a while after they were transported to the NICU. This was a similar experience she had following the birth of Rio, her, and Elijah's 1-year-old son. When they finally got back together, Kailyn had a difficult recuperation ahead of her, which she said she didn't handle well following her treatment. The podcast presenter acknowledged that she wound up bleeding from the excision because she didn't give herself enough time to recover. "My goal is to become Superwoman. I press myself up against the bar. As I try to finish the dishes, I have the impression that everything is moist." Kailyn spoke about her 14-year-old son, saying, "So I just look down, and I'm just gushing blood, and Isaac looks at me, and I look at him, and I'm like, oh my *** King God." Stuff like that is hated by Isaac. Anything with guts, blood, or anything else disgusts him. He performed really well. This is followed by her statement that she wore diapers for like 4 weeks. Kailyn remarked, "I had to get Elijah to help me change my diapers." Kailyn and Elijah also discussed their terrifying preconceptions before the twins' birth during the broadcast. Elijah acknowledged that if he had to make a decision, he would have preferred Kailyn's life to the twins. "I concur with you," Kailyn answered. "It's one of those things where, if something were to happen to the twins or one of the twins, and it was a life or death situation between me and them, I still have 5 other kids to live for," the former television personality stated. "It's hard to say that now because they're here, and I know them, and I love them, and I can't imagine a life without them. But I also have 5 very much here kids as well," the former MTV star stated. Kailyn is a mother to Isaac, with her ex-husband Joe Rivera, Lincoln, age 9, with her ex-husband Javi Mariquin, Lux, age 6, and Creed, age 4, with her ex-husband Chris Lopez. She also has Rio and the twins, whom she shares with Elijah. The U.S. Sun received exclusive confirmation in November from 2 sources that Kailyn had given birth to twins in secret. When pictures of her expanding baby belly from while running errands surfaced in May, speculation that she was pregnant started. Kailyn kept her pregnancy a secret until a week before she gave birth, at which point she revealed the information on her barely famous podcast. In recent years, the Pennsylvania native has wavered on her desire for more children. She did, however, seem to have made her ultimate decision, as she disclosed that she had her tubes tied on Friday's podcast episode. "As I signed the paperwork for the tubes, they warned me that there might be a number of negative effects. Regret is one of the adverse effects. Oh, 7 kids, I would never regret this," Kailyn remembers thinking to herself.